Looking at the mainstream of games, you can always find a niche genre with a great game attached. Balloon's Tower Defense 5 and 6, probably the most mainstream tower defense games out there, and for good reason too. There's an addicting nature to the games by strategizing the right monkeys for tougher waves, or relaxing on the easier difficulties and using 20 sniper monkeys to pop one balloon. But imagine this, a monkey operating a helicopter. That's how you know you made a great game. Then that's all the tower defense games out there. I mean, otherwise, I don't think you could name 5 tower defense games on your hand right now. 1, 2. If you say League of Legends, I'm gonna kick your ass. Good evening, everyone. This is your host, Jess, and thinking about tower defense games made me think about the few mainstream tower defense games there are. This brought me back to a game I played when I was younger, Plants vs. Zombies. I thought this was a good game, but playing it recently, oh, this is a great game. Plants vs. Zombies defined PopCap as a studio between the early and mid-2010s, but has been dragged through the mud as of recent with mediocre sequels, questionable mobile games, and out-of-touch design making. Like who thought this was a good idea? But before EA, PopCap was bringing out bangers. I played Feeding Frenzy, Zuma, Insane Aquarium. Every good childhood needed Insane Aquarium. A tower defense game didn't really seem to be in the studio's repertoire, but Plants fighting zombies? That's a goofy idea. You're right, that's a goofy idea. And they capitalize on that. Plants vs. Zombies was an astounding success coming out of PopCap. And the original PvZ has stood the test of time. PvZ is simple. You collect the sun, you buy a plant with the sun, and that plant shoots the zombies. Boom! You buy a plant that makes the sun, and then Dr. Octavius is fuming for not going into botany. Boom. That's the game. That's all you need. It's easy to understand and easy to master. Every level in the story mode unlocks a new plant and they get crazier each time. Oh my god, they have a mushroom. Oh my god, they got a mushroom. Nothing can top that. Now, if only they had a squash in the game. Oh my god, it's the squash. I bet they can't have 8,000 sounds happening at the same time. Music to my ears right there. Plants give the players different utilities in order to tackle the oncoming horde of zombies, and they're all adorably murderous. Different worlds change up the plants you need to use, you got pools, nights, roof, and it's fun to plan around it. And at the end of each world, or time of day, you have the whole sun nonsense thrown out the window as you have to quickly assess your lawn and place down plants in order to stop the zombie horde. It's a lovely switch up to keep the regular gameplay from starting to feel stale, and it helps to make the end of each world feel so much more intense. When talking about the zombies, these guys are goofy. It's like a parody of the zombie games that dominated the period of time. You have mindless hordes of bloodthirsty zombies to a zombie that likes to wear traffic cones. Like, easily traffic cone zombie could 1v1 Goku. I love all the zombies except the ones I don't like. I don't like you. Or the cactus. That is all. Stage floor is easily the weakest, but that doesn't take away from it. Really, it's the stupid balloon. But overall, the designs of the zombies help to complement the plants in a wonderful gameplay loop. Hello, we heard you were having a pool party, and we think that is fun. We will be right over. Sincerely, the zombies. These guys are so nice. And they're controlled by a smart zombie that went to college. Ooh, that's how you know they mean business. Like, they want to eat your brain right, but they don't know brains are full of cholesterol. Not good for a zombie's dietary intake. Now, the game isn't that difficult, because if you basically put the best plant down and protect it, you're gonna win most levels. But that's not the point. The zombies are not designed to absolutely overwhelm the player. That's not that fun. The story mode is designed to be an introduction into the mechanics of the game, because the real game is walnut bowling! I love minigames. I think without minigames, Plants vs. Zombies would not be as revered as it is. Alone, the story mode of Plants vs. Zombies would not be enough to make this game a certified masterpiece in my eyes. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but after replaying it twice and playing through the story mode on a second playthrough, it does get tiresome. A second playthrough isn't as rewarding as the first time playing through, and the mechanics don't really change that much. What? Things do get changed up, but not enough to be like, man, yeah. But Plants vs. Zombies has so much minigame content, it is easy to get lost in the joy of it all. Like, story mode teased a few of these minigames, but there are so many of them. They literally have a gambling minigame Gambling. Gambling. The slots, gambling. This is like the best thing ever. I can lose all of my money to the slots on Plants vs. Zombies. I love gambling. This is great. You have a zombie aquarium minigame, which is a nod to the earlier PopCap game. They have a portal minigame, Whack-A-Mole. Turn zombies into plants. Walnut Bowling 2. You see it's a great minigame because they made a sequel of it. Facebreaker, and you become the zombies, and many more. I've spent most of my time in the game just playing the minigames. They're just a blast for when I need a break from the story mode, or if I just want to goof around. Watch this. Boom. Plants vs. Zombies, but Beguiled. Or if you want to do a challenge, there are survival waves, and after completing those, you get to access Endless. But I didn't want to do that. I want to go bowling. Bonk. Get out of here. They couldn't even keep their head on a swivel. Oh no, a massive horde. Send in the guy. All the while, a masterful soundtrack crafted by Laura Shigara elevates the whole experience of Plants vs. Zombies. A group of people even made a jazz cover of the game's OST. That's how you know the soundtrack defined this game. But most of all, the game's just genuine fun, which is why it's a shame that the original PvZ hasn't gotten any love. The aspect ratio of the game is the size of a box. I mean, technically the game has not caught up in terms of pacing, and really all it needs is a quick tone and boom, all my complaints are gone. Except for that thing. But regardless, those are minor complaints more than anything. Now, it's a shame to see what Plants vs. Zombies turned into. But to say that is to ignore the passion and fun the developers of PvZ1 had with the first game. It was a truly memorable experience that I won't really ever forget, and kind of wish I could experience again for the first time. And then EA ruined it. Now, I bet you really thought I was gonna forget about Crazy Dave. The Crazy Dave. Yeah, he's alright.